Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you I say Shalom. And I'm just meditating upon something that basically happened to me the other day, yesterday. Basically, I stopped by my sister's house, and we just stop by, say hello to her, because I don't see my family often, and I said hi to him, and basically, she had some things on her chest about me being a Hebrew Israelite or whatnot. She said some things, and I was just meditating upon it. You brothers and sisters out there, the division with your family or with your loved ones, or even with your friends, or you call your friends, the division between the believers of Yahweh, Yahushai, the believers of Yahushai, the division is going to get more intense as time goes on. All right, the scriptures speak about, and this is in transit, by the way. Okay, the scriptures speak about the mother against the daughter, the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law. Okay, roughly paraphrasing, etc., etc. All right, and the Lord said, "Well, He think not that I come to send peace on earth, but a sword." Okay, the Lord came on the scene, and the true believers of Yahushai, they were separate. Okay, they were outcasts, so to speak, and it's nothing new in these modern times. All right, the believers of Yahushai would be looked at a certain way. You have to accept, and this is not for brothers who have been in the truth. Of course, that reality is already set in. All right, but there are believers that come in after us. All right, there are believers that come in after us, and they have to accept, and they're going to go through things that we have already went through. Some of us have already went through with our family members, or a close friends, or could even be a woman. All right, and there's a bitter truth. There's a bitter truth about coming into this truth. Once you come into this truth, you will not be who this world wants you to be. And it's okay. All right, because these people, they're unbelievers at the end of the day. All right, now, of course, we got to deal with them with wisdom. Okay, but nevertheless, these people have not been given the eye salve or the understanding to be able to see what we see. And the scriptures say, "Blessed are your eyes, for they see and they hear." All right, and you have to be okay with the bitter truth. All right, the bitter truth. One of the bitter truths is you won't be the best parent on earth. You're not going to be the best dad on earth. You're not going to be who this world portrays or wants you to be. All right, you're not going to be the nicest person on earth, to their standard. All right, there's a bitter reality, a bitter truth to this ministry that we're in. All right, and our belief system separates us from these people in the world, and it's supposed to. All right, you're supposed to be separate from certain people in this world. Okay, now different brothers got certain situations. You know, you might deal with a woman that's not in the truth, and if she be pleased to dwell with you, you know, the scriptures say what they say. Don't put her away. Okay. But for the most part, you know, these people out here, they know something's up with you, but they can't put their finger on it. But the division is going to get more intense. Why? Because Yahushua is coming back. And with that being said, Yahushua is going to divide, and he's going to put a line in the sand before he comes to this realm. All right? So he's going to force people through the Spirit to make a decision on who they serve. See, because everybody, you know, for the most part, these people, they got lip service. Talk is cheap. Okay, you're gonna have people family members betray one another, give up one another when the persecution comes. Okay, drawing a line in the sand. Everybody's true intents are going to be made manifest in these latter days. All right, and don't let it worry you. Don't let it trouble you, because these things must come to pass. All right, these people they're going to have to turn into demons and call the so-called white man on us. All right, it's already written that way. It's no different. All right. What did Yahushua say? I chose one. I have is 12. He say, I'm trying to remember how he quoted it. He says 12 of you, one of you is a devil, if I'm not mistaken. All right. His own gave him up, snitched on him. Judas Iscariot. Okay. Somebody from his own circle. All right, who he was around all the time, you know, breaking bread with, you know, went and told he went and told on him. Okay, so what did the scripture say? What did Yahushua say? All right, if they have persecuted me, they're going to persecute you. Okay, but what? Rejoice that your names are written in heaven. Okay, and that you are worthy to suffer persecution for Yahushua's name's sake. So if these people are not supposed to like you. All right, they're supposed to think that. Look at what they put a perfect man and on trying to accuse him. So what you think they're gonna do to us? They called him a wine bibber, a glutton. He hang with sinners. You know, they was always watching them. We got to remember these things, man. Remember what Yahushua went through. Not to say we're never going to go through what he went through. All right, because he's the big dog. He's the big bro. All right, he had to die for the sins of Israel. But some of the things that he went through, some brothers they went through it, and they are going to go through it. So if they did that to a perfect man who did no wrong to him, you know, they basically slandered his name and they lied. Okay, people are going to lie on us. All right, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to have our backs. All right, but remember what our forefathers went through. Okay, remember what Yahushua went through. All right. All right, the scriptures say, bless. Scriptures say, woe unto you when all men speak well of you. Okay, so everybody ain't supposed. These people in the world ain't supposed to have. Of course, we supposed to carry ourselves in a certain way. All right, you're not supposed to get the ministry blamed. All right, but for the most part, these people, they're going to hate us for what we believe in. All right, but it's the nature, it's a part of the walk. All right, and you know, you just meditate back on the scriptures. The things that you are going through or are experiencing in life, you can go back to the scriptures. You can go back to the scriptures. All right? And you're supposed to reference the scriptures when you're going through something or you've experienced something, even if it's something you might not even think is major, but being called names, or you know what I'm saying, that's normal. All right, you calling yourself a man of God, well, hey, these are the things that some of the men of the Lord went through. All right, and the ultimate one was what? Being murdered. All right, unjustly, because Yahushua wasn't given a just trial. All right, he was lied on. Okay, scripture say he was numbered amongst the transgressors. All right, next to thieves and murderers and robbers. Okay, so just we got to keep that in mind. All right, what's in front of us? Okay, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. All right, these people they're gonna lie. They're gonna lie on us, man. And what? Did Yahushua try and defend himself? He said, "Thou sayest." Look, our Father in heaven and Yahushua are going to justify us. We don't have to explain shit to these people. Okay, they're gonna see the majesty of the Lord when he comes back. Okay, they're gonna see it for themselves. All right, but that was on my spirit. To speak upon that, Lord willing, was edifying. Shalom.